Alrighty, guys, we are back. Chapter 19 of 21. We're getting closer to the end. Here we go. Where are we? It takes a few moments for your head to clear and for the haziness of your vision to slide into clarity. Pain comes first, followed soon after by a chemical taste in your mouth and rope digging into your wrists and ankles. I'm being tied up. Right, I got knocked out at Tovada's by the silver-haired vampire. The same one who attacked me at the club. Crap, I didn't see what happened to Maximus or Sharp now. I hope they're okay. Your concern for the others quickly shifts to self-preservation when you see who's standing over you. Well. Finally awake? Where am I? You're in hell. He gestures to a wide range of painful-looking torture implements, including a wooden mallet and a knife made of ivory. Look at this. He's got everything. I guess those are for me. No metal, so I can't conduct electricity through them. Where's Zigali? He's not convinced you've had a real change of heart. Until he is, he's not letting you close in case you summon Vlad and ambush him. Oh, that's right. I tricked Zigali into thinking I was switching sides. Apparently, he's still taking precautions. How am I supposed to convince him of my sincerity if I'm nowhere near him? Simple. People tend to get very honest after a bit of vampiric hypnosis. After some torture to lower your mental walls, of course. Wow. He picks the knife up from the table. That's where I come in. You may have effed up Tovaya really bad, but I'm a different animal entirely. Trust me, you'll get the same as he did. We'll see about that. You leave her alone. Marty. You turn to see him bound and bloody in a far-off stall. Yeah, I brought him. I doubt you're tough, but you've survived me once before. So even if you can stand what I do to you, I bet you'll break at what I do to him. Do you enjoy serving your master? I know anything happened to you. Please don't hurt us. Let's just beg. He backhands you hard across the face. I do whatever I damn well want. I still have to pay you back for the club. From the looks of the gloves he's wearing, he should be able to handle me without getting shocked. This is gonna suck. Now, where shall we start? This is what I get for thinking I can keep up with someone centuries older than me. For all the big talk, I'm going to die, and there's nothing I can do about it. No, that's a load of crap. I might die, but I'm not going down without a fight. What's your name? Trying to stall? That won't work on me. Not trying to stall, but if you're going to torture me, we should at least know each other on a first-hand basis. I was born Aaron Razavan, but for the past 3 centuries I've been called Ren. Let's see. I'm going to do kind of a dumb name. In polite company, maybe. But that's until you've seen your own bones rent apart. Over the past 12 years, you've grown very familiar with pain. Being forced to relive an untold number of deaths has gotten you very used to the feeling. That being said, Rent is a clear master of torture. The pain goes from mild to moderate to acute to excruciating again and again and again, never letting you adjust to it. Finally, when it feels you've passed your breaking point, many times over, the mesmerizing eyes come in. Now, tell me about Vlad. Tell me everything you can about him. His strength, his weakness. How can we kill him? Resist. Ren and Zigali must have thought they planned for everything. Torture to break down my mental walls mixed with hypnotism to draw out my any remaining secrets. However, there are two things they hadn't counted on. One is the vampiric blood you've been drinking, building up your resistance and inner power. and the second is how extraordinary your willpower truly is. I've experienced pain and death on almost a daily basis thanks to my powers. There's nothing this man can do to me that I haven't already felt. I just noticed her face was all scratched up. What can you tell me about Vlad? Slowly you begin to spin a web of lies, describing false battle plans, made-up defenses, and descriptions of individuals who don't even exist. Whatever you can say to throw him off your scent. Slowly the light in his eyes began to fade away. You did great, Cupcake. Now we move on to torturing your friend. See what else there is to be learned. I hope Vlad rips your guts out and burns them in front of you. They've tortured Marty this whole time we've been on this. I've watched him do that to someone you know. The smell is horrible. If you were ever that close to him, he should have killed you. Oh, he did worse than kill me. He cut me off from his line mere months after turning me. All because I broke one of his stupid illness rules. Wait, that means Vlad and Ren's sire. Well, that means Vlad is Ren's sire. The person who tortured Ren into a vampire. Vlad your sire? Yeah, he's the one who turned me, claimed he saw potential in it or whatever. But that all went out the window the second I didn't do what he said. For decades, I was every vampire's bitch until Zagali found me and took me in. But enough about me. Deep within yourself, you can feel your powers stirring. You're already returning to you as strong as ever. Ren and Zagali must not know Vlad's been feeding me his blood, or at the very least how much it's amped up my powers. If I can charge it for a bit more, I might actually be able to use it to get out of here. I just have to find a way to stall Ren a little longer. Challenge his honor. Let's do that. Sounds like you couldn't hack it. What was that? Just saying, it seems to me like you're making a lot of excuses for not being able to live up to Vlad's standards. You effing be. He gives another hard punch right to the head. That loser has nothing on Zagali. You can feel your power now growing and surging underneath your skin, burning inside you with a seething intensity that would kill you if it not for Vlad's blood. All right, on to the little guy. I believe you mentioned something about ripping guts out. Seems like a good place to start. Speak up if you have anything else to tell me, Amber. Don't worry about me, kid. I'll be fine. No, you won't. Yes, he will. And with that, you release the energy within you. The rope around your right wrist falls away and sizzling strands of white cutting through it. Now to attack Rent while I have the chance. Cut him in half, decapitate him. Let's cut him in half. Rent has just enough time to turn to you before you release a full force blast directly at him. The glowing whip rips across his upper body with a ferocity and speed unlike anything you've used before. That hurt. Then everything north of his midsection falls into the hay. Marty stares at you in total awe. Wow. He had that coming. Glad I was able to wipe that smirk off his face. He's not alone. You cut through your ropes in just enough time to be standing when the second vampire enters. What the hell? How did you get free and where's Rend? I should aim for his neck. You only reply is another blazing bolt crackling across the man's neck. He hits the ground hard, well and truly dead. One more to go. Footsteps pound down the narrow hallway of the stable, heading outside. After him, if he gets away, he'll tell Zagali what happened here. So we're outside, okay. We're chasing him. You dart out of the stable, desperately trying to catch the last of your captors before he can get away. In the distance, you see him running with supernatural speed. He's still within range, but with his supernatural speed, that will change within seconds. What more, these last two daily releases have considerably drained my powers. No way I'm strong enough to take him out with a blast. Chase him down and stop him. Let's do that. You let out another lash at him, not strong enough to kill, but enough to slow him down. Pushing yourself hard, you tear across the snowy field, using all the vampire blood you've drunk to push you on. You see the flash of a cell phone from his pocket, but another whip from you melts it into nothing. You're almost on top of him when he turns to face you, fangs bare, ready to kill. He's ready. Instead of slowing your charge forward, hands outstretched, jamming your fingers into his eyes with the force of twin tasers. It's enough to knock him on his back. You betcha. You tear at him, searching desperately for some kind of weapon. His claws scratch at your skin, but you ignore it, pushing past the growing pain. That's not stopping me now. I'm Amber. Finally, your hands close around something, metal and blade. Something metal, a blade of some kind hidden in his coat. At the same moment, his smoky eyes focus on you with terrifying clarity. Without looking, you yank the weapon free, then, with one thrust, you shove it deep down into his heart. A twist with all your might sinks it deep and bucks wildly beneath you. Finally, mercifully, the body stops moving, falling dead beneath you. I did it. You truck back to the stables, exhaustion wearing at your bones. So we made it through it. Once inside, you free Marty from his bindings with a concentrated blast of electricity. You did it, kid. You saved us. We should move quickly. No kidding, now that Ren's not checking in, Zagala likely won't leave us here for long. How long do you think we have until he realizes there's a problem? Thanks for frying those guys before they could get away. We have some time. Zagali checked in with Ren every 2 hours. He just checked in before you woke up, so we should have around that long before we need to start worrying. Then I better get started with Ren's bones. If Maximus and Shartnell are alive, they won't be far along after Zagali realizes Ren and the others are dead. Or he'll move and we'll have to hunt for his location all over again. I know where he is. You know where he is right now? They didn't worry about blindfolding me when they brought me here. They never intended me to let me live. You're beautiful, you know that? I got to tell Vlad right away. Marty grabs his phone off a wooden crate and hands it to you. Here. There it is. I can't touch cell phones, remember? Well, you'll have good news for you. Marty exits the stables and returns very familiar gloves. There's them gloves. The gloves Vlad got me, the ones that keep my electricity in check. You must have had them on you when Rend grabbed you. They tossed them in the back of the car right before throwing you in the trunk. Might have not had the time to bring them back to Zagali before driving us to there. Must have had time, okay. Must not have, okay. You slip the gloves on and dial the phone, calling Vlad. He answers on the second ring. Marty. Amber. It's Amber. We'll do that. Are you okay? Zagali's men took me, and I like this, is neat looking at this, and took me captive, but Marty and I busted free. Where are you? Actually, I don't know. Marty, do you know where we are? They had me in the trunk with you when they brought me here. But if the phone has GPS, you open the map and tap location to find where you are. As you do, he says, West Romania in the village called Lumda near the Monroe River. Do you need me to pick you up? We should be good. I saw the car of the vampire who kidnapped me outside when I poked my head out. He should still have the keys on him. Marty rifles through Ren's pockets, eventually confirming your theory. What happened? How were you captured? Tavana is working with Zagali. He told him where I was, and he sticked his guards on me, all three of us. While we're dealing with that, the vampire from the club got the drop on me. Conveniently, Telvanna has disappeared from his place of residence. It's never good to leave Zagale with more pieces on that board. Vlad. I can use his bones. Let's do that. Have you two met before? Yeah, to hand me off. There's no doubt I can find him. Smart thinking. If we can eliminate Taval, it will be one less headache in the future. Besides, after what he did to you, I have a personal interest in tearing him apart. That goes for both of us. You kneel down to Rand's remains, channeling your powers into it. It takes some time, but you push past the various visions of his own sins as well as your past tortures. Finally, you find what you're looking for. Got him. He's at the castle where we unburied the body we thought was Zagala. He must have thought we wouldn't check there for a second time. Clever, but unfortunately cleverness is nothing compared to you. You truly are incredible. You know that. I appreciate that, but I'm just glad Taval is going to be dealt with. I owe him for what happened back at his place. I can assure you he won't survive the night. Before we go, I should mention that Rand tried to mesmerize me. He wanted me to spill all your secrets, but I was able to resist and made up some lies to throw him off. We may be able to continue feeding those lies to his allies. Absolutely brilliant, Amber. You never failed to impress. Now, there's just a matter of finding Zagala himself. Actually, Marty's already knows. What? Where is he? Marty, where's Zagala? Castle Penonar, tunneling into the rock under the tower. You repeat the information to Vlad, and you're surprised he falls deathly quiet. What's wrong? Is that an issue? No. His tone drops with acid. Zagala's using my former home. And there it is, people. Boom. Another episode. Only 2 to go, people. So as always, thanks so much for watching. It's coming to an end. Give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great day now. Toodles!